The goal of this video is for me to talk with my voice going up and down in inflection and placing strategic pauses in my sentences to make you think that I am super ecstatic about what's being talked about. So several groundbreaking firearm safety techniques have surfaced to create a greater sense of safety among the firearm community. So let's talk about this. So like I mentioned in the intro, a number of techniques have surfaced to increase safety among the firearm community, and that is the 4 rules of firearm safety. So the purpose of this video is going to be going over the first rule of the 4 fundamental rules of firearm safety. And the first rule is to treat every gun as if it's loaded and to know the condition of your firearm. As we've seen with the recent tragedy of Alec Baldwin, it's important for us to know that we should treat every single gun as if it's loaded, even if someone hands us a firearm and says that it's unloaded. It's important for you to check for yourself by either removing the slide, pulling the bolt back, or whatever the type of mechanism is to ensure that your firearm is indeed unloaded. It is imperative to know also the condition of your firearm. If your firearm is not in a condition where it should be shot, it's important for you to know that. If a firearm is in bad condition and fires, a lot of terrible things could happen. There have been many cases of firearms exploding even, causing fatalities and other sort of serious injuries. So that today is why it's important for you to know whether or not your gun is loaded and to know the condition of your firearm. So go ahead and like and subscribe, and remember, this nation was founded by armed scholars and will be maintained by armed scholars. What's going on today, guys? My name is John Lovell, Warrior Poet Society. I'm coming at you with the second of the 4 fundamental rules of firearm safety, and that is keep your finger off the trigger until the decision to fire has been made. Now, one of my goals with this video is to talk to you with a very open mouth and over-enunciate some of my words and make drastic hand things, and every now and again maybe look at my bicep and flash you a smile. Now, one of the most important things you can do when you're handling a firearm, and I see some people in my classes breaking this rule and I have to call them on it, is they got their finger on the trigger when they have not decided to fire that weapon. That puts not only themselves, but their entire environment and anyone around them in great danger. Now, what I have here is a Smith & Wesson shield, and this is a great little concealed carry, if you will, making sure it's unloaded. It's safe. Now, when I'm handling the firearm, my finger is not only not on the trigger, it's away from the trigger. So if you look from this side, it looks as if I don't even have a finger. Now, that's going to be the safest way to handle a firearm. It's also good to have the safety on it when you have not decided yet to destroy something. So, in recap, you never want to have your finger on the trigger until you've decided to fire. Guys, we have learned the rules successfully, and we will see you in just a bit. The trick with Reno May is to actually kind of have a sarcastic smile on your face that kind of belies the hatred of the state that I live in, but I'll still never move out of it. Well, guys, it happened again. We had another anti-gun celebrity involved in a gun scandal. We had Alec Baldwin on the set of Rust pointing his firearm at things that he shouldn't be pointing his firearm at, which actually leads us to the third rule of firearm safety, and that is to never point your firearm at something you don't intend to destroy. In this particular case that we're looking at, we had Alec Baldwin pointing a pistol willy-nilly, not really having much concern for what's around him or what he's pointing it at, and something happened and the trigger goes bang. And what happens when you're pointing a firearm at something and the trigger goes bang? Well, you could say that thing gets destroyed. And that's why it's important for us to keep point our firearms at something we don't intend to destroy. It's going to keep you safe. It's going to keep everyone else around you safe. It's just good gun practice, you could say. Yeah. So I guess just in the comments, let me know what you think about not only these rules, but different celebrities that say I'm anti-gun, but in reality are totally fine handling guns. Let me know what's going on down there. And then as always, guys, have fun, be safe, stay dangerous, peace. So the trick with Grantham is I'm gonna have a slight smile the whole time, but I will never show you my lower teeth because I might not have any. And then we're gonna roast the army a little bit, but they could take a punch. Let's get into this. If you have ever heard it said, I carry a 45 because I don't want to shoot twice, go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, the comment section is completely out of control. But before we get into this, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Sonora Dessert Institute. You got pastry needs. They've got pastries. Y'all should get together.
We're forgetting something.
That's right. We're forgetting something. Kyle, what am I forgetting?
The Patreon!
The Patreon! Guys, get involved in that as well. Without any further ado, we're going to be talking about the fourth rule of firearm safety, and that is to know your target, what's beyond it, what's before it, and what's to either side of it. Guys, I can't tell you how annoying it is to get to the range and to have a guy there who's just rifling off rounds willy-nilly, not caring about what he's shooting at, where he's shooting, and where his rounds are ultimately ending up. It's a huge cause of concern, and as an operator, you need to have the most secure, safe firearm handling skills possible. If I ever catch you, like we're gonna go shooting together, if I ever catch you hitting those sky shots like you think you're some cool war hero, or if you're hitting those ridgeline shots because you didn't get your gun all the way up to a ready position, it's not gonna go well with me. But we could sit down and have some pastries afterwards. Again, from the video's sponsor, Sonora Dessert Institute. Guys, those puff pastries are out of control. I want to thank you guys so much for watching these 4 rules with us, and we'll see you on the next Grantham video.